Season's greetings, Boris and ghouls, and Merry Christmas too. Today we're going to make another Christmas ornament using these little clear balls. What will I do with it? Stay tuned. Well, we're back. I'll show you what we're going to be needing. One of these clear Christmas balls. I think we got one of these from Dollar Tree, and there's some from Walmart. So Dollar Tree will be obviously cheaper. Got some glitter. You're going to need the glue gun, a bamboo skewer, pair of scissors. Be careful if you're a kid. Green felt. And that's where we're going to begin. So, first thing let's do is let's make ourselves a Christmas tree. Now we've got to make it small enough to fit inside this bulb. So, let's do it. So, cut that down. You could also add craft beads too if you wanted to, if you really wanted to decorate your tree and make it Christmassy, and I may do that and get a handful of these beads out here. You don't have to, but it'd be kind of nifty if you could. So I'm going to whip these dudes out here and set a few of these out, provided they don't go rolling off to the four winds. That's the nature of round things, I suppose. Now, grab these. Just going to grab a few. I don't want a whole bunch because you don't want to weigh down this thing. The ones I did last year were a little too heavy, I think. So, trying to keep them from rolling all over Tarnation. Grab one more handful. There we go. Just grab one more. I think that'll do the job. Now, for your tree, you got your stick cut here. I believe I'm going to make sure you can see it. There we are. Now, hopefully you can see it. Hang on. I'm going to make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, we're back. Hopefully that'll hold. Like I said, my tripod's not in great shape. I'm hoping I'll get one for Christmas this year. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to move this to one side. You're going to start cutting some little round circles off your tree, off your green craft felt here. They don't have to be green. This is Christmas trees are green, so that's kind of what I'm going with. And you can always cut them like this too if you need to. Kind of fold them in like this. Just kind of do that with it now. And if you don't like the edges, you can cut those off. Remember, this is art, not a whole lot of right and wrong you can worry about. We'll cut a couple of these off. And we'll see if any of this stuff is going to be usable here. There we go. Now, got a few odds and ends going on. Now, what you're going to want to do is take this bottom one. You may end up having to kind of just force it through if you need to, or you may end up having to You may end up having to even use like a pair of scissors or a hole punch if you've got one. There we go. We got her through. Now what I'm going to do at this point, go ahead and glue our tree into place. And I'm hoping this will fit in there when I'm done. But we'll see. The beads may be a no-go, but we shall see. Provided I can get these spider webs off of me here. Stringers. Now, need another one of these. Now, obviously that won't do. So we need a little circles here. So let's go ahead and cut down this. May end up cutting another piece just a little bit smaller than that one, so we'll go ahead and do that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but kind of just trying to get it on there. But the problem is your grain of the wood's a little against it, so it's going to be a tough go. Honestly, if you've got a needle or something to poke through it with, or even a pair of scissors like I'm about to do here, you'd probably be a little bit better off to do it that way, like I just did. But be careful, you don't want to cut it too big a hole. Now, come along here. Glue that into place. Let's see here. Let's poke us another hole here. And we'll try this time as just a little bit of a, like that. Let's see if we got any holes cut that I can, yes I did. Nicely done. Now, if you remember watching the dinosaur diorama, it's going to be very similar. Because you know, conifers like these actually originated in the age of the dinosaurs anyway, and really found their niche during the Ice Age. Of course, when you're an evergreen and winter doesn't mean anything to you, I guess it would. But I'll see if we can get this into the thing when I'm done. So I may end up having to trim some of this back and make it a little bit taller, but we'll try it and see. And yes, I know it looks a little bit irregular, but have you ever seen a tree that was actually just perfectly conifer? You know, perfectly conical. It just doesn't grow like that. What God sees as perfect, often man does not. And that's just kind of a fact of life, that man can sometimes just not accept what he's given. So, let that be a lesson for whatever it's worth. Ah, we got stringers. Now, I'm going to have to cut a couple of little smaller ones down because I don't think any of these are going to be quite sufficient. Maybe that one. Got this one piece here I might be able to cut down to make a smaller piece out of it. There we go. Grab the head of this, bring it up, glue this into place. You know, the Christmas tree was not originally part of the Christmas tradition. It actually started being used all over the world when Queen Victoria married Prince Albert, because the Christmas tree figured heavily into German tradition. The word Tannenbaum, I'm sure you've heard the song, the old Christmas tree. In German translation, it's O Tannenbaum. O Tannenbaum, O Tannenbaum. You know. Now, let's see if we can glue some. I might try my hand at some beads. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll try it and see. And we'll have to see if I can get it into the Christmas, inside the bulb after this. That's going to be the experiment right here. If it doesn't, then you'll know, like I will by that point, that it didn't work. And that you should probably not get so overzealous to try things. May have to get some more beads out. Maybe. Maybe. One more to glue up here. And I don't want to put a half-decorated tree under there, do you? So let me grab a few more of these craft beads. You know, with me, this is a labor of love because I'm using my catapult ammunition. And I wouldn't do that for just anybody. Alright, now I hate the sounds of a house settling at night. Now, okay, we've got our tree done. Get all the string marks off of it. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set our tree over here to cool and get out our little ball here. Now I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to pull that stringer off. We're going to open up our thing here. Hopefully we'll be able to get this open without any real hassle. Got our glitter. There we go. Now we're going to try to see if we can get this tree in here in the manner of a ship in the bottle. First thing we got to do is I've got a stringer right here. It's got to come out. There we go. Now we got to put in some more glue, and we'll see if our tree will fit. Interesting. Now, let's see if we can get this tree in there in one piece. Hopefully not knock everything loose. Oh, I'll be done. Now then, may have to get me a pair of tweezers or something. Kind of wheedle it around into the glue. Alright, let's use a pencil here to kind of nudge it over into the hot glue. There you go. Now, get rid of all these string marks and stuff with stringers that are sticking in here. That's in the way. Now what you're going to do at this point is you're going to put a little more of this in there. And let's see if we can straighten this tree up. It's lopsided. Oh, alright. Now, let that set a minute and hopefully hold itself in place. Like I said, this is the first time I've attempted this particular project. And close up my glitter and we'll get this back on our tree here. Now, you probably could have gotten away doing this with a, see what it does. It's going to see if it leans. Trying to make sure it's not going to lean. But there you are. If yours leans, you could also probably, I might have been able to get away with putting a string or a rope or something down through the middle of it. You gotta be careful about putting this on because it will kind of pull. See how I've done it right here to this? Pulled one of the little tines of the crown loose. Now remember, I'm by no means an expert at this sort of thing, but there you are. It's not too bad. Got a little bit of a sparkly garland thingy coming down on the side where that glue stringer did not get out good. Let's pop this dude back open and see if I can get this glue stringer out of her. Alright, we're going to have to get in here and knock out. I've got some extra glue that don't need to be in here. There we go. Well, it's now garland, so let's put this dude back into place. And hopefully not. There we go. Now, snip off our tag. Whoa, it's crazy. Huh. Got a little bit of a snowdrift going on. Now, if you like this video, hang on. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified. Merry Christmas, one and all. I don't think it turned out too bad at all. What do you think, guys? Anyway, until the next video, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, and God bless.